Okay, so we can continue where we stopped. So the reading was a home task as always, but I have some questions about this text. Jean-Paul Getty and third, Balthazar. So did you read the text?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure that you've read. I'm not going to deep into the text, but just this personal question. What do you think?
To be honestly, I didn't read.
I know yet. Why not?
Mm. I
It's okay,
forgot.
but you have time. You have time. So
Okay.
what do you think? Which Gettys do you think are the most tragic and which the least, and why? I think we can start from Asledin to ask this question.
Maybe second Getty.
Second Getty is the most tragic one.
Yeah.
Now, why do you think so?
He used the drugs and it hurts him.
So in general, what is the life about Jean-Paul I, second, first, second, and third? What did you learn about them?
They are the most richest family in the world, and
how did they end at the end?
at the end, Balthazar Getty is a lucky among their family.
The last. Balthazar is the luckiest.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to vocabulary and listening. And we're going to talk about birth, marriage, and death. Look at the order. You are born, you get married, and I don't say the last. So I have questions for all of you. By the way, Mahlorim, you're welcome. How are you? Again, she can't hear us. So, Aslan, when were you born? And do you know the exact time of your birth?
I was born on October 21st, 204.
204. Sorry, I couldn't catch.
2004.
Okay. I thought you were so old.
Sorry.
No. 2004. I mean the exact time. At what o'clock? If you can remember.
No, I don't know.
Didn't your mother tell you?
My mom also don't know.
Doesn't know. But my mom knows. She said I was born at 11 p.m. in the evening on the 20th of December, 1997. And how about Indira?
I was born.
Okay, Indira.
I was born on 14th October 1997. I think in the morning. My mother tell. My
Yeah,
mother say
according to your mother, you were born in the morning.
yes, but exact time she doesn't know.
Mhm. And how about Ozoda? Good.
I was born on July 28th, 1999
Mm,
at 8 in the morning.
8 o'clock. We have 2 morning girls. And how about Mahlaroy?
Hello, teacher.
Hi, how are you?
I'm
Long time
okay.
no seen. Is your Wi-Fi working now?
Yes, sorry, what today I was late.
It's okay.
Uh,
So how about your birth? Do you remember? I know that
yes,
you don't remember, but does your parents remember?
I was born on January 24, and
Mm.
2007.
2007.
Yes.
Do you know the exact time?
No, I don't
Didn't I
know.
tell you about that?
Maybe in morning.
In the morning. Okay. Now you
Yes.
have chance to ask your mom again. Now we're going to look at the pictures and then complete the sentence with a word from the box, like with birth, pregnant, expecting, wait, born, and due. And do you know the meaning? I think everything is familiar for you. And wait, this is kancha kilo bolde. This is about a baby, you know. And due is also kaçan doğuluşu müddeti. So baby is due, it wait, and expecting yapmış, and pregnant, you know, birth, you know. So let's do one by one. So Sophie's pregnant. Indira?
She's expecting a baby.
Yeah, she's expecting a baby. And the baby is?
The baby
Due.
is
Due
Due in 4 weeks.
in 4 weeks.
yes.
Yeah, the baby is due in 4 weeks. Asladin, can you continue?
Yeah. She gave birth to a baby boy. He was weighed at 3 a.m. last night.
He was weighed or?
Born.
Yeah, he was born.
Born.
He weighed 3.4 kilos.
He waited.
Yeah. Wait. He didn't wait. Okay. So this is usual. So when you're talking about the birth, you should use these words. So Sophie's pregnant. She's expecting a baby. The baby is due in 4 weeks. And she gave birth. Sorry. No, this is birth. So she gave birth to a baby boy. He was born at 3 a.m. last night, and he weighed 3 and 4 kilos. By the way, how many kilos did you weigh when you were born? According to my mom, I weighed about 3 kilograms. Indira?
I waited
Weight.
2.8 kilos. I was born before the time, 8 months.
So you were born when you were 8 months.
Yes.
So you are a miracle. Usually children does not survive when they're born in the 8 months.
Yes.
You know? Great.
But girls are live in this situation.
Yeah, girls are strong. usually when
Yeah.
they're baby.
Mm.
Okay. Azada, how many
I
kilos?
weigh
Hmm,
2.8 kilos, the same in the
2.8. The same with India. Asladin?
I weigh 2.6 kilos.
So small. You were so small guy. It's okay. But
Now I am very big.
yeah, it doesn't mean that you weight less. Does not mean that you're small in the future.
Yeah.
And the same to girls. It doesn't mean that you're more. That does not mean that you can become big in the future. It's a joke. Mahleroy?
Mhm. I weighed 2.5 kilos.
That's normal. Around 2.
Yes.
Now, next stage. Can you guess? That's marriage. Let's talk about weddings and marriage. When did you last go to a wedding? And whose was it? What was it like? And that's question to you. Does anyone remember about a wedding?
Yes, I
Did you go
remember.
to a wedding recently? So Indira?
Last time I went to the wedding in the December, 27th of December. It was my brother's wedding.
Mhm.
We waited this time for a long time because I have only one brother.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why it was unforgettable for us.
Unforgettable.
Yes.
Great. And what was it like? Was it a big ceremony or just a small quarantine wedding?
No, it was big wedding. We waited this time, December. It was ruhsat berilgandi.
Allowed
Allowed, yes, for big wedding.
for big ceremonies,
Yeah.
big gatherings, you can say. How about others? Didn't you go to a wedding?
Yeah. I went to the last wedding, to my sister's wedding,
Mm.
and
When was it? And what was it like?
it was last year. It's like a big ceremony,
Mm.
but it was continuing the quarantine.
It was during the quarantine.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay. Azada Mahleroy, anything to say? Okay, now let's move to this exercise. There are words like married, widowed, single, divorced, and engaged. We should put them into the text. I think widowed is maybe unfamiliar for you. It's beva qolgan.
No, no, I know.
Okay. And how about engaged?
Engaged. Second.
Yeah, engaged, unashtirilgan. And divorced, separated, and single is one and only. So, number 1
Single. He's
is
single.
single. Number 2,
They are engaged. Engaged.
engaged. 3,
They are
They are
married.
married.
and then,
They're divorced.
Widow. Divorced.
and finally,
She's widowed.
she's widowed. This is the rule of life. Cruel life.
Yes.
But it depends on people how to live. Now, these sentences describe the events in Nina's life. Put them in the correct order, read them aloud, around the class, and what is a honeymoon? So honeymoon is quite clear for us. So let's put these events in order. Then we can listen to check. Let's do it together. Now you have 1 minute to check. Then we can discuss later. So 1 minute silence. Now we can begin. So which happened first? So Nina and Ted started going out when they were both 17. Then
They got engaged 2 years later.
yes.
They got married in 2002 in registry office or not?
After engaged, and they got married. 3.
They
They
went
went
to
after-
the
Venice on
honeymoon.
honeymoon.
After the wedding, they went to honeymoon.
Yes. In
In June,
2004 they had the son, Sam.
Yeah, it should be that. After
And
all,
the marriage
marriage
started
started
to
to
go
go wrong.
perfect.
They split up
They
and
split up and
got
got
divorced
divorced
in
in
2008.
2003.
Yes, and last but not least,
Nina married. She married.
Robert, a colleague from work.
a colleague from work. And at last, it's their anniversary today. They've been married since 2010. I think there is nothing wrong, but let's listen.
Unit 10. Tape script 10.1.
No.
Unit 10. Tape script 10.1.
There is something wrong. I couldn't understand. They're not in order. Tartib edemez ekan. Now let's go to the death. Here are some words we can choose to fill these texts. Now we give one for each student. From Indira, 1, Aslıden, Mohlaroy, and Ozada. You can begin.
Are your grandparents still alive? My grandfather died before I was born.
Yeah. Aslıden?
The death of his uncle came as a great shock. It was totally unexpected.
Death, right?
Yeah.
Mahleroy?
He died of a heart attack.
Died of, right. Ramadan der Olmok died of heart attack.
سورة خروج
The
the life.
Funeral.
the funeral, right? The funeral is next Thursday. For?
Do you still have your dog? No, he's been died a long time. I miss him terribly.
He's been died. And I miss him terribly. And here's a one phrase that I want to mention for you is to come as a shock. To come as a shock. So the death of his uncle came as a shock, as a great shock. Yani ulkan zarba, ulkan yo'qotish deydi-yu o'shanga. Ulkan zarba bo'ldi uning o'limi. Or you can say the death of the first president of Uzbekistan came as a great shock for our country. Now cheer up. We have good news here. So in everyday English, we're going to talk about good news and bad news. Bad news. So what do you think? What is a good news and what is good news and what is bad news? What can be good news and what can be bad news, if you like?
For good news, it's baby, boarding a baby,
The birth of a baby.
birth of baby, and for example, entering the university.
Yeah.
And take grant for another country.
And
To win scholarship.
Yes.
Get IELTS 9 ball.
Take IELTS.
Get IELTS band 9. That's super great news.
Yes.
And how about bad news?
Bad news, it is
death.
Death first, yeah. It can be bad news.
Accident, maybe.
Sorry?
Accident.
Yeah,
something.
accident, car
Yeah.
crash, that kind of
Someone.
stuff.
Failed an exam.
Pilot?
Failed an exam.
Failing the exam. That's a shock. That comes as a great shock. And they're different. So it depends. Some good news is not news for somebody, and some bad news is not bad for some people. But we're going to work as a partner, but we don't have a partner. We have only 4 people. So you have exactly 4 texts, and I've sent them to the group. Choose one and complete them.
Okay.
Then you're going to read and we're going to check. So I'll give you some time to go back to Telegram, about 2 minutes. All right.
Okay.
As 1 is for Asludan, 2 is for Indira, 3 is for Sevara, 4 is for Mohleroy. Got it?
We don't have Sevara.
Yeah, I got it.
Where is it? Sorry, Ozoda. I'm sorry. Yeah, I have a student called Sevara. Because I can't see you. I have only names here. Sorry. So go back to Telegram and we'll come back after 2 minutes.
Okay.
With good news or bad news? I think you're ready.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So let's start from number 1.
My wife had a baby last night. Congratulations. Was it a boy or girl? A boy, William James. How much did he weigh? 4.1 kilos. Oh, a big boy. How are mother and baby doing? They're fine. That's wonderful. Give her my love when you see her.
Okay. Let's do number 2. Indira?
Alfie and I got engaged. That's fantastic news. Congratulations. Do you like my ring? Whoa, diamonds. It's beautiful. When's the wedding? We are thinking of getting married next spring. I hope I'm invited. Of course you are. I want you to be a bridesmaid. Really? I'd love that. I've never been one before.
Okay. What is bridesmaid?
Anaqa.
Gelin dugona.
Келін дүкені.
All right, let's check.
You see her.
I will do. Thanks.
Oh, wait.
2,
My wife had a baby last night.
Congratulations! Was it a boy or girl?
A boy, William James.
How much did he weigh?
4.1 kilos.
Oh, a big boy. How are mother and baby doing?
They're fine.
Oh, that's wonderful. Give her my love when you see her.
I will do. Thanks.
2,
Alfie and I have got engaged. That's fantastic news. Congratulations. Do you like my ring? Wow, diamonds. It's beautiful. When's the wedding? We're thinking of getting married next spring. I hope I'm invited. Of course you are. I want you to be a bridesmaid. Really? I'd love that. I've never been one before.
3,
Siva, Ozoda? Is that for you? Was that for you?
Yes.
Okay, let's check.
Have you heard about Bill and Josie? No, what's happened? Well, they've been having a tough time recently. I know they haven't been getting on well at all. They have finally decided to split up. I'm so sorry to hear that. What a shame. Yes, I always thought they were so good together.
Okay. So they split up. Ajralib ketishdi. Getting on well. Yaxshi chiqishmoq. Shame, sharmanda. Tough time, qiyin vaqtlar. Let's check.
Have you heard about Bill and Josie?
No. What's happened?
Well, they've been having a tough time recently.
I know, they haven't been getting on well at all.
Well, they finally decided to split up.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. What a shame.
Yes, I always thought they were so good together.
4,
We lost Grandpa last week.
Mahleroy,
Mm-hmm.
this is for you.
Okay. We lost Grandpa last week. I know. Your dad told me. I'm so sorry. He was a lovely man. Everyone was really fond of him. He and Grandma were together nearly 16 years. That's incredible. How old was he? 88. And how's your grandma coping? She's okay? She's got she's got her family around her. Well, I'm sure you all have wonderful memories of him.
Memories of him. So coping, yeah, to cope. Iplamoq.
Mm.
Shunaqa ma'noda. And how's your grandma coping? Bir o'zi nima qilyapti demoqchi. And then fond of him. Fond of
Topishgan,
him. Labe?
yaxshi ko'rgan odam.
Yes. Yaxshi ko'rmoq. Hozir ma'nosini ko'raylik.
We
eshitaylik.
lost Grandpa last week.
I know. Your dad told me. I'm so sorry. He was a lovely man. Everyone was really fond of him.
He and Grandma were together nearly 60 years.
That's incredible. How old was he?
88.
And how's your grandma coping?
She's okay. She's got her family around her.
Well, I'm sure you all have wonderful memories of him.
Everyone was really fond of him. Yaxshi ko'rardi ma'nosida.
Mm.
Very good job. So you have done it all right. And it says, choose one or two conversation and act out. I think the first one is really interesting to me. Are there any volunteers to do this? We're going to do this conversation. We need one boy, Asladin, and anyone else? Let's choose Mohlaroy. She was not here for ages.
Which one?
So, yeah, A and B. Number one.
Okay.
A is Asladin, B is Mohlaroy.
My wife had a baby last night.
Ko'rsatib turaman.
Congratulations. Was it a boy or girl?
A boy, William James.
How much did he weigh?
4.1 kilos.
Oh, a big boy. How are mother and baby doing?
They're fine.
That's wonderful. Give her my love when you see her.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Good. You got that. And that was the end of Unit 12. Now, this is the last unit we're going to do. And after that, you have finished pre-intermediate. And you put steps towards intermediate, which is a really modest English. Now, we should stop here. Then next lessons will be more longer because we had very short, but at least we did the last part. So you should be ready for the vocabulary of Unit 12 until reading, okay, until reading.
Okay.
And then workbook also should be done until Unit 12. And then there are quite a lot of texts that you can do shadow.
Okay.
Okay.
And by the way, just keep watching the videos of Headway. So
Okay.
maybe I cannot remind you every time, but you have the videos. So after each lesson, you should watch them by yourself to revise your vocabulary. And next lesson, prepare your brain to a very difficult topic, which is conditionals and some prepositions. And if we have enough time, we can do all the units all at once. If not, we'll do just until reading. And that's it for today. Any questions?
No questions.
Teacher,
Yeah.
dars shu vaqtga ko'chirsak bo'lmaydimi? Okay.
I don't know.
No,
We should ask
probably.
others. What do you think? She's offering
good.
to change the time to 9 o'clock p.m.
It's good.
So we have two voice. Good. Indira,
I agree.
Azade?
Mm, Morning is normal, I think, for me.
Okay. Why do you think so? Like
Because
psychological situation of the brain?
no, it's sometimes the Wi-Fi will be bad in the evening.
Evening. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
so
In my
it will
region
be
as well.
problem.
Wi-Fi
Yes,
or something has problem.
yes.
How about Azade?
I agree this time. Also,
At night?
yes.
Okay, but
If
we should
everyone
think about it.
wants, I will.
Join.
Yes, I will join this time.
Okay. Now we'll discuss in the group later.
Okay.
So you have time to think about it. But for
Yes.
me, it doesn't matter actually. But in the morning is good because I only wake up early because of this lesson. If there is no lesson, I will not wake up. So please save my time and save your time as well. All right, we'll talk later
Okay.
on. Have a nice
Have a
day,
nice
Demochidum. Have nice dreams. Good night.
Thank you. You
Sweet
too.
dreams,
Bye.
you. See
everyone.
you.
My pleasure.